Roll for Romance is a podcast featuring 5 friends thirsty for D20.
Hello, and welcome to Roll for Romance. I'm your DM, Emily, and with me today I have 4 fabulous friends. I'm sad already.
Oh, we're all sad.
This is the sadness episode.
It's a sad episode.
Get your tissues.
But let's all talk about a favorite Miles moment, if you have one. If you don't have one, it's okay.
Why don't we have Sarah go first?
My favorite Miles moment was when he convinced the store boy to help him try and cram himself into pants that were like 3 sizes too small. And then he spilled wine all over, I think. Yeah, that one was so good. He convinced this guy to go get him wine just for shopping at his store. That's classic.
Holly, you have
Sets a
one?
tone.
I have 2.
Ooh, 2.
The top 2 Miles moments. First of all, sliding in on his knees, risky business style, at the wedding reception, butt naked, with an entourage. That's Miles moment number 1. Miles moment number 2 is when he showed up and like out of nowhere, we thought he was like gone on this grand adventure. We may never see him again. He shows up, he cuts through this wall of thorns to get to us, and then he swoops Faris into a very amazing kiss.
Yeah.
That was like, that's top-notch romance right there. I mean, come on, baby.
Mine is still from the first episode when he decided to take over the party planning party and showed up with a bunch of wild animals.
The tigers! There's definitely going to be some
And
tigers.
he's just listing things he brought. It's still my favorite.
Well, Lauren, what's your favorite Miles moment?
I think his workout with Thaladin that was super homoerotically
Yeah,
charged.
that was really good.
Thaladin is just getting like hornier and hornier, and Miles just doesn't understand why all of his thrusting is like.
Yeah, Miles is like checking his muscle tone.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I think he was oblivious until the end, wasn't he?
until
He
the
never
end.
knew.
Yeah,
that
until the end, and
Thaladin
then he
liked
knew.
him.
Yeah. I mean, I liked when you decided to swap pinkies with Sono. That was good.
Yeah.
That was fun. BFF.
That's good. BFF.
Sonos.
And then when you were like, wait, you're not Mark Ruffalo. The whole thing about you not knowing that it was Sono was pretty good. Yeah, lots of good Miles moments. And on that note, let's dive into today's fabulous adventure.
Yay!
Hope you weren't listening for just the Miles moment. Oh boy.
Today's Miles moment is brought to you by
The letter M.
Yeah.
The letter M.
I knew something was wrong. I felt it in my pinky. A strange sense of sickening dread. I just knew before they even told me. Miles is gone. My best friend is gone. I never imagined that I would deserve the friendship of somebody so glorious. His name suited him perfectly, and it feels surreal and impossible that he's gone. There will be a hole in my heart for the rest of my existence, knowing that this world is a little less bright without my best friend, Miles. I'll do everything I can to honor him and to make him proud, even if it's just through this one small, pinky connection with him. Gods, I miss him already. So we unfortunately did lose Miles last episode. If you didn't listen to last episode, I'm sorry for this really big spoiler. He died in combat with Dominus, and they tried to see if he could be resurrected, but unfortunately he had a cannot resurrect issue where he could not be brought back. And so we are picking up after the initial night of staying with the body, keeping it moisturized, and figuring out what you're going to do next and planning Miles' funeral arrangements and so on and so forth.
So after we've been, moisturizing for a while. I feel like death and trauma always makes me hungry for some reason. I'm like, I either need to go to sleep or I need to eat carbs. So I'd probably go get a sandwich. I think we got to break it to Bartholomew that like Melis is gone.
I think Bartholomew knows because he works in your house. He probably saw you bring him into like a parlor to keep the body.
That makes sense.
And he had to make the sandwich for Gary.
No, I'm sorry. I hate to be a stickler for characterization of the NPCs, but Bartholomew makes breakfast food.
That's true. That's
so
true.
He would be making you some pancakes and waffles.
That's right.
So I had no one to make the sandwich for Gary, so Gary had to make it.
I'm sorry, bagels are a crossover food. He should be able to make a bagel.
That's true.
Okay, that's
bagel
fair.
in the morning.
But I feel like he would have made pancakes because he had a fond memory of Melis having sticky hands before the masquerade ball.
Sticky hands.
Sticky hand melees. That's what she called them.
So I'm just going to eat pancakes until I want to throw up.
Does anyone need any more pancakes?
Yeah, I definitely need more.
All right, I'll get 50 more.
Thank you. I don't feel good. These aren't helping me feel better, but I am going to keep eating.
You get past a point where it kind of goes around the corner and then it's good again. And then it's very bad.
I'm waiting for that point, Bartholomew.
He'll start crying and give you a hug.
Thanks.
Well, Faris is going to be... would we have access to anyone who could tell us, other than Dominus, about Alefi funeral rites for their champion?
That's a good question. I feel like
Would
unless
Gary
Melis
know?
left...
I have a really good history score.
okay.
I could think about it.
Yeah, you could definitely make a history check. Do you think Melis would have left any information or no? Okay.
Oh, yes.
So you'll find in Melis' room eventually. But before you do that, we could definitely do a history check just to kind of see.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. Well, Lauren, would you like to tell us about some of the things that Sigil would know about funeral rites in Alefi for the champion?
So you would know that they are, even if you have like a funeral and procession for Meles, there is like an entirely separate one that needs to happen. And it's not something that outsiders can come into. It's only between, it has to happen in Alefi, in the temple.
Okay.
And it's very private. It's very private. So that's kind of why in his will he detailed that he wanted like a public one, because this is a private ceremony between him and his goddess and the priest or the priestess that will preside over it. And his body is like entombed in like the place that all of the champions of Alefi are entombed in, but it's just a very private, sacred ritual. And I don't think there's a lot of pomp and circumstance about it, which is why he requested a separate public one.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, this, maybe you didn't, you got all that information, but you just psychically somehow know about Meles that he would have left some more details about what he would want.
Yeah. I mean, the traditional funeral rites for a champion of Alefi are very kind of private and bare bones, and I just feel like that wouldn't be enough for Meles. He would want more of like a jazz funeral.
Nothing will ever be enough for Meles. And Sono starts to sob because Sono's there with you.
I feel like I should go round up some of the folks from the Beholder and see if we can track down some of the people who were part of his party planning company. And let's just have a big old gaudy flashy time.
Yeah, Faris, that sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
Did you give Sono anything in your will? I don't think you did.
Pretty sure.
I did.
No, you didn't. You gave Thaladin something.
No, I gave
Sono's, the scrapbook of their adventures together.
Okay, so Sono is sitting there also gorging himself on breakfast food and sobbing while looking at a scrapbook.
There is, the first half of the scrapbook is from when he met Mark Ruffalo, because he didn't like Sono before. When he met Mark Ruffalo, and then there's like this one page where he realized that Mark Ruffalo is Sono, and it's him there's like tear stains on it, and like Mark Ruffalo equals Sono ? And like it's like crumpled up. And then the next half of it is him and Sono, and he's accepted Sono as his best friend again.
Yeah, when Sono gets to that part, when he accepts him, that he can't even look at it for a while anymore because it's just too much. Adds his own tears to the pages.
All right. We should go through his stuff in his room just to make sure he didn't leave us any extremely specific documents.
That's a good idea.
He always
Sigil.
liked extremely specific documents.
Yeah, he did. Oh. I just really want to snoop through his stuff to see what he had written down for us.
Well, Sigil, I think that's okay. And actually, I want to snoop too.
Okay, let's go.
Let's snoop together.
Chadley definitely wants to snoop.
Come on, Chadley.
What is Hilrana doing?
She's making an airbrush memorial t-shirt.
Oh my Oh my god. Sono wants to request one that's his pinky linked with like a forever together like memorial thing with their pinkies.
I want one that is instead of the bikini lady torso, it's Milace's torso.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just doesn't like it. No, this is
still with a bikini on, but it's
Milace's torso with a bikini on.
And it has like glitter paint.
Of course it
does.
It has a shimmer to it.
And a little blue pinky on one hand.
What is your memorial shirt like? What does it look like?
I'm making it right now in Procreate.
Oh my god.
So you'll be able to see it.
Thank
Later.
goodness. Okay, well, update us because it's an audio medium. We can share it as well. Wonderful. So you go to Snoop in Milace's room. Everybody who's doing that can make an investigation check.
I got a 14. I'm kind of having a hard time moving around because I ate so many pancakes.
I got a 14. Hey, did you get a 14?
Twinsies.
That's weird.
Sono got like an 18.
Wow.
I don't know what Sono's modifier is. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good modifier.
And actually, he should have had advantage, so I'm going to roll again. No, that's bad. Okay, never mind. He kind of starts to rub his Milace pinky, like he feels like there's some kind of weird sensation in it, and then he is led to a very fancy gold envelope.
Ooh.
Is it like in The Princess Bride where he like holds his pinky out and then the pinky is like divining
Yeah,
rod?
a little bit. A little bit.
You'll also see in his room, there's like a giant board with clippings and pictures of him trying to find his penis, and there's like red string leading to different things. It's like one of those crime-solving boards.
Yeah, you got a lot of letters from various pirates that were trying to tell you, so it just made it even more confusing where that penis went.
Yeah, and there's like a separate board of him trying to find his twin, but he confused himself and his twin a lot, and so that one didn't really lead to anything because a lot of people contacted him and were like, "Oh, I saw him here," but they were really just contacting him about Milace.
Yeah,
but he thought it was a real clue.
Yeah,
It's rough.
that is rough.
Had a hard time with that one.
He needed to be more specific about how good the skincare regimen was.
Yeah.
You know, like actually go up to this man and ask him what he does on a regular basis.
Feel his palms.
Right.
Are they soft?
we need to find Milace's penis as one last way to honor him.
You're right. We should bury him with his penis
He
for
needs
sure.
it before he is brought
Oh,
back.
no, wait. Didn't he will his penis to Faris?
Yes, he did.
Well, then we definitely need to find him.
Okay, well, he's left us this whole like string board full of clues.
Okay, I'll look at this while you guys look at the funeral arrangements because
All
this
right.
is a good distraction from the pain.
Yeah. Okay.
It's your fault for willing
Yeah.
the penis to Faris.
Well, Sigil, I'm pretty sure that working girl at the House of Heavenly Delight said that the person who wanted to have a good time with her had two penises. So I'm thinking the Dominus has Milace's.
Oh my God! Problem solved.
Yeah.
Oh, good, because this makes no sense.
What?
The string board.
Oh.
The string is just a picture of a cat, actually.
So, Faris, I don't mean to pry, but who is that elf guy? The elfy looking guy is kind of skinny and hot, but in a slightly gross way. Who is that?
See, you're probably familiar with this concept of warlocks and witches.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, he's my patron.
Oh,
Right.
you gave Dominus to your warlock patron
Yes.
to imprison him.
Yes.
Are we going to be able to get him back, or is that just like a forever thing?
Yes. I'll find out. I know where he is.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Now he might yeah, I'll go call him.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we should ask. Just see
Yeah.
what's going on with that whole situation.
Yeah, he kind of does what he wants.
I'll read these funeral arrangement stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Thanks.
Oops.
Okay. So what are in the funeral arrangements before we go to Faris and Alphonse?
We could workshop this together.
Yeah, we can all add stuff.
Peacocks, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a procession. He's going to want to try to recreate I think at the tail end, there'll be a naked procession of wailers / dancers. So if you're going to join it, you have to be naked. You do have to wail. You have to be so distraught. But you also must be dancing.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
to dance.
So it's like sad burlesque.
It's like, well, it's stripping. Yeah.
Wow. When you said whalers, I thought you meant a whale.
Like
You must bring your own whale.
Like, that's really specific.
There's a giant paper mache moving articulated penis.
Whoa. You're going to have to really figure out the permits for having all this nudity and penis paraphernalia.
Well, he trusted Sono to figure
That's
that out.
fair. You're right.
Yeah. I feel like Sono's a prince, so we figured it out.
That's the permit. Tigers, of course.
Who doesn't have tigers at their funeral?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's like a bare minimum kind of thing.
It's a bare minimum. He already had them, too. Larry the goat is leading.
Oh.
That'll work well with the tigers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Put the tigers at the back. Go to the front.
Yeah.
I feel like people should be like throwing out skincare samples to the people that you parade past.
Oh, yeah,
In honor of
definitely.
Melee's.
Yeah. And we could probably get some brands to sponsor
Yeah.
it. It's a big event.
Sponsor the procession. Yeah, you could sell the shirts and make the proceeds donate them to something like skincare for
my
orphans.
gosh,
Skincare for orphans.
Yes.
Sounds so Melee's.
Funeral
I feel like
merch.
there's like he started a foundation that's skincare for orphans and ugly people. It's looking at ugly people. Didn't you
That's
say he
true.
was afraid of
You
ugly people?
You are afraid of ugly people. You did say that, Karen.
Damn. That's rude.
Like, we need to improve on this aspect of society.
All right, yeah. I like that. Foundation for orphans and ugly people. You can't trust them.
Amazing. Yeah, I feel like you got a really solid plan. Anything else you want to add to this amazing procession?
Definitely, I want people carrying him. Like one of those dioceses that's carried by 50 people on their shoulders or whatever. But he's not in a coffin. He is posed on a throne.
I was about to say the same thing. He's on a sedan chair.
Yeah.
This is so grotesque. Is it gross?
No, this is what people
Not
do,
gross, but
Emily.
grotesque.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
say
macabre.
that's such a judgment.
His body's moisturized.
Somebody gonna
It looks
pop
dope.
him as he to wave to people?
Yeah, it's like a
Flex?
string. No,
Please, that's going way too
that's
far.
too far. No, but he's there for people to gaze upon one last time.
Yeah, if you didn't give us that, we wouldn't be able to cope.
Yeah. Some people have never seen him.
That's true.
This is first and last
The
chance.
greatest tragedy.
Hilrana also wants to cast Moonbeam on him, so there's like light shining
Oh my
down
gosh.
on his body.
Perfect.
And then she's also going to cast Skywrite, and she's going to write a hero fallen but not forgotten, Miles Gloriosus in the sky.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Beautiful.
That's so sweet.
Oh.
Because I have spells.
Those are great spells too. Great use of those
As we
spells.
learned last time.
I have spells.
I forgot about Skywrite. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I prepared it just for this funeral.
Oh my god.
So Soda will absolutely help you, Sigil, if you would like to work together to try to like contact people to get this all arranged.
Yeah.
Sona's got a lot of people he can call in. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and make a you decide what kind of check you would want to make for this and just tell me what the reasoning behind that is.
Well, we need to hire some dancers. And I've already started making connections because of the side gig that I have with Irani,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like with the nude house cleaning.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit like, I already know people in that industry.
Perfect.
And everybody likes me so much.
They love you.
They love me. I'm going to say that it's, I guess, a persuasion check to try and get like the best rate
Sure.
on sad burlesque.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Make a
I'm
persuasion
not good at
check.
persusion, but we're
And
going to.
Sona's helping you, so you have advantage.
Oh,
So-
nice. Okay. Well, I got a 12, so I think it's probably the going rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't charge you more than they should. They didn't bump it up, even though it's the prince. Sona may have actually made it worse. Because they're like,
'cause
we
it's
can
like,
charge those rates.
yeah.
Yeah. So he realizes, though, after that interaction with that 12, that maybe he shouldn't be the face. He can finance things.
Next time we
But
do
yeah.
something for the face, we did Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess Miles would have probably preferred Mark Ruffalo at his funeral.
No,
so-
no, that's not it. We just don't want people to think you're rich. Miles wants you, Sono. Miles wants you to be at his funeral.
Sobs.
And Mark Ruffalo, but we can't do both of those things.
I can change back and
Costume
forth.
change.
Yeah, that's what he would have wanted.
That is what he would have wanted.
He specified.
So that's what Sono's going to be doing most of the funeral, is applying and removing a fake beard. Highlight.
And Hilrana's going to have a lot of mixed feelings about that.
Yeah, that'll be rough.
Man, I feel like if funerals were this good in real life, things would be better.
Faris will stop by the Beholder and put like a notice up.
Okay, sure.
And she will hopefully could call in a few favors, but would also be willing to barter or bargain with some of the other dancers for them to come out. So she would do that first,
Okay.
and then she would probably go see Alphonse.
Sure. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage for the Beholder people.
19?
Oh yeah, definitely. They
Okay.
know you. They can give you a better rate.
All of this, none of this actually matters because Sono's going to pay for it. But I'm having you roll in case you do like a bad job or an amazing job, and you can get some extra bonuses or terrible things happen during this procession.
Okay, going to talk to Alphonse. How are you approaching that?
So she does know she knows where his townhouse is. She lived there for a while.
Yes.
So she
He
would
has a
just.
townhouse.
He's a
Yes,
townhouse.
she
He's
would
got
just-
many homes.
He has many homes. I would go to his Mirador
Mhm.
townhouse.
In only the nicest part. Of,
And only the most
upper- of
posh
the upper
part of
terrace.
Mirador.
but it's also kind of hidden behind a lot of large shrubberies.
That's not the right word. Topiaries?
Yes.
Topiaries.
Of ravens.
Very subtle.
So he's on in the war.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, there's a big sign that has a crab like with
No
an X
crab.
through it.
Whoa.
Crabs
Crab's
executed
off my
on
lawn.
sight.
I feel like ravens are the more upper terrace of
Yes.
the two.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were super rude to the crabs.
Yeah.
Crabs are street life.
Unnecessarily rude.
We know whose side Sarah's on. They were unnecessarily rude.
Crabs forever. Yeah. Well, obviously.
I'm also team crabs.
Yeah.
I'm neutral.
It's whatever way the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
So she would go to his townhouse, and of course,
He answers in like a smoking jacket.
Perfect.
Faris, hello. Wasn't expecting you.
Well, I do love to surprise you.
And what a beautiful surprise it is.
Oh, Alphonse.
He'll take your hand and kiss it.
Oh. Well, honey, I'm here to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Of course, Faris.
Well, I was wondering, and it's okay if you haven't noticed, but have you noticed if Dominus Potatus has two penises?
Hold on, I gotta make
He checks everybody's junk.
Well, you know.
when they're getting in the dungeon.
I did strip him of his armor and such, and
Yes.
that was the notable thing I would say about him was the double penis
Imagine.
situation. I didn't like stare at it or anything. It just was there.
Oh, honey, I'm not judging. It's fine. That penis is Melace's.
Which one?
Well, I'm not sure. And it's kind of awkward to question someone about which one is their penis and which one is their clone's penis.
You know, this is so funny because I completely forgot that he was even here. I put him in the dungeon, stripped him naked, and then just went around with my day.
Well, honey, I know that feeling. He's fine, but let's go check on him.
If you insist. Actually, there is something I've been wanting to discuss with you. I've been worried about you, Faris, and you know that your safety is the most important thing to me. You're so precious to me.
Alphonse.
This crazy man coming after you, these influences that are constantly endangering your life, I worry that maybe my influence is bad on you and that I'm endangering you. So, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would be willing to either renegotiate our contract to give you more to protect yourself or to release you from it.
Oh, my God.
Maybe if I wasn't associated with you, then you would be safe. But that would mean we could never be together again.
Oh, my gosh.
I know it's sudden. You can take some time to think about it, but I'm so worried about you, Faris, and it drives me mad thinking that you might be in danger.
Alphonse. I have to think about it. I can't imagine my life without you.
I can't imagine it either.
Failed threat.
All right, well.
I could give you a lot if you wanted more from me. But I don't want to sway you. It's your choice.
When will you need to know my answer?
The sooner you decide, the sooner we can make sure that you're safe.
I feel like I need to get through this very trying time of Melace's funeral.
Of course, of course.
And then I'll be glad to come back and we can talk about it some more.
Please come back, Faris. You don't know how I felt these past few days, and I don't know what might come over me if I don't know that you're safe.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm assuming that, of course, you would be invited as my guest, but I'm imagining you would not like to attend the funeral. I know you weren't very fond of Melace.
Mostly I wasn't fond of him because I mistakenly attributed the vile deeds of Dominus to Melace, not knowing that Dominus was who he was. I thought that you were unsafe with Melace, and that is my fault for not understanding the situation fully.
Oh, sugar. Well, you were welcome to come as my guest. I'm most likely going to be, naked.
Well, then I'm definitely...
All right, great. Oh, and just, if you don't mind, just make sure that Dominus keeps both of those little dingles safe until we can figure out which one is which.
I mean, we can go and look right now if you want to. If you have any kind of sense for which one is which.
I do have a very keen penis sense. So yeah, we can go take a quick peek.
All right, that's probably good. I should probably get some food or something. It's been like more than a day since I've seen him.
Oh my, yes.
It was probably good that you dropped by. He probably would have died in there.
Well, he did forget me that one time.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And you know I apologized for that.
You did. I got a really nice bracelet out of that.
And I can give you so much more, Faris. Anyway, let's go see the new double penis man.
All right. Dominus, you are in the dark, alone, naked, and very confused. What are you doing as you are in this void of a space alone?
I mean, well, it's been a day.
Yeah.
So I think he's gone through like the 5 stages of grief or whatever now. He's on to boredom. And so he's...
I love it just took him to
The 5th stage of grief is boredom.
He doesn't know a lot, right?
Yeah, no, he doesn't know much.
A lot of it is blacked out. And so he went through the stages and now he's just bored. And so the only thing he has to play with are the 2 penises. But he's not masturbating. He just has them. They're like little hand puppets, and he's having them talk to one another.
Oh, okay. What are they saying?
I don't even know.
I always imagine them like the stress balls that you can like.
Yeah. It's kind of like a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
God, I don't know. He's probably reenacting a play.
Okay.
But he doesn't remember it really, so it's just kind of, he's just kind of talking to himself under his breath.
Yeah. You have dark vision, right, Faris?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, does Dominus have dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
ASMRs have dark vision.
Okay, so you can see like the outline of everything. There's no bedding, nowhere to like go to the bathroom, not to be gross, but like it's just a square room with no door that's just made of stone.
Give me just a moment, darling.
And he will press his hand against a wall in his dungeon, not the sexy dungeon, the bad dungeon, and it will waver a little bit in front of your vision, and then he walks through what appears that it should be solid but isn't.
All right, here he is. I see you've already got them out for us. Perfect.
Dominus.
Hello. Hey. Sorry, I had a bug in my throat. Who are you?
Lord.
I'm sorry.
Dominus. I'm a really good friend of your brother, Miles.
Yes, my twin, who I killed him.
Honey, you did.
I did.
And I was real upset about that, but I think
Yeah.
that's just the way of your people.
It is. It's what my goddess ordained, so whatever she wants, I will do.
Well, honey, we put you down here because you were acting like you were out of your mind.
Oh. I don't really remember a lot of what happened, but I just assumed that was the goddess taking me over and using my hand as her own to carry out her will, which I am happy to do. I don't like the dark, though.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, she's gonna look at Alphonse like, get a load of this little crap, this little guy. It's kind of sad.
You trust this pathetic act?
Oh, should I not? Oh, Alphonse, he's so pitiful.
He murdered one of your best friends. It's fine now because he said that his goddess told him to?
I'm sorry. I must make it clear that I don't think it was murder. I think it was just my holy orders. Is that murder, really?
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
Take it from me, I've murdered a lot of people.
He has. He really has murdered a lot of people. He knows what he's talking about.
Oh.
Well, see, honey, here's the thing. Now, in Alephi, they're probably going to be like, well, you did what you had to do.
Yes.
But here in Mirador, they're going to be like, you straight up murked somebody.
Oh.
So we put you, I asked Alphonse to put you here, not only for our safety, because you were acting kind of crazy, but also for your own. Because Miles has a lot of friends, and some of them are pretty bloodthirsty, and you look just like him, and he owes a lot of people a lot of money, honey.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and if somebody he owes money to somebody else, they're going to tell them that you're actually Miles, and Miles is you, in case they can get money from you.
I didn't really follow that, but it sounded bad.
It's bad, honey. So, do you have like a mama or some friends in Alephi who might need to know where you are?
Oh, we don't have any mothers, the champions.
Oh, honey.
I wouldn't say I have friends, really, so much as admirers and acolytes. People who want to be like me, but no, I don't think so. I think it's cool the Melee's had friends.
Oh my God, he's breaking my heart. Honey, I'm going to get you some blankets and something to eat and drink. But I am sorry you're going to have to stay here for a little bit longer till we figure out what to do with you.
Okay.
I'm also going to find you something you can play with other than your penises, because that's disconcerting.
There they are. Do you want to look at them and see which one?
Honey, do you know which one is yours
you?
and which one is Melee's?
No.
Oh, you don't. They do look just alike. I was thinking maybe Melee's would glow or something. Yeah, they look just alike.
This one's Juliet.
All right, sweetie. Well, we're going to get you situated, and I'll be back. Okay?
Okay. I'll finish Act 3.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Alphonse rolls his eyes.
Seriously,
I
Faris.
know, sugar, but
Seriously.
See, that's why I'm not sure if I'm ready to fly the coop, honey, because, you know, I'm tender-hearted. I mean, yeah, I might have done my fair share of bad things, but I feel like I need you to guide me and point out who's good and who's evil.
I'm always happy to guide you, Faris. If you want to pamper this Dominus, I can put him in a room or something. I worry, though, that he did, once I have to restate that he did murder your friend.
Well, I absolutely think you should keep him in this dungeon because I don't want him. I mean, I know you are very powerful, but I also know he was under a very powerful influence. And
Of his goddess, apparently.
I know, and I want you to be safe too.
Oh, sweetheart. You don't need to worry about me. I'm touched, though. So touched.
Oh, I'll touch you for real if you want me to. Now I got a funeral to plan. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'll do that.
Wait.
I'm sad and horny.
Now that's for the funeral procession.
True. All right. Should I feed him? What am I doing?
Please feed him.
I've never had a pet before.
Yes, feed him. Give him some water, nothing glass, and maybe a blanket or something. I'm not sure if he can read. Maybe try a book, and if not, then maybe some of those little, wooden candlesticks holders you have. He can use those for puppets instead of his penises.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get on all of that.
Oh, I know it's a pain, and I know it's beneath you, honey, but it would mean a lot.
I can't say no to you, Faris.
I won't say no later.
Jesus.
Hey there, it's your DM and pal Emily, here to say hello. I don't have a ton of announcements, but I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. This sure has been a strange episode, but a lot of our episodes are strange, so really, is it strange at all? I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. You all are amazing. We love and appreciate you and are so thankful that you continue to listen to this silly, spicy podcast. Update on our Patreon. We are going to be switching to a more simple model where we're offering just like a tip jar. For $1 a month, you can just express support for Roll for Romance. We had Heart to Heart, our little chat show, and that's not going to go away completely. But unfortunately, I don't have the time anymore to edit those episodes consistently on top of making Roll for Romance regular podcast episodes. I've mentioned before that I wrote a book that was a sci-fi alien romance, and that went really well, so well that I am releasing other books, and so a lot of my time is being taken up by that. But that does not mean that Roll for Romance is going away, nor does the reduction of the Patreon mean that Roll for Romance is going away. We're just shifting based off of bandwidth and stuff like that. The good news with all of this is that our Roll for Romance Discord is now open to everyone. So if you check out the episode notes, you'll find a link to our Discord where you can come and chat with other amazing, wonderful Roll for Romance fans and D&D players. It's super fun. Everybody there is really great. For everyone who supported our Patreon, thank you so much. You're amazing. Your support means the world to us. And while it didn't ultimately work out, your support meant so much to us. That's it for this week's announcements. Thank you again so much for listening, and let's get back to the action.
It's funeral time, baby. It takes a couple days to get all of this lined up. to pay all the different vendors and performers.
Yeah, and I'm like going around to the people that I know knew him, like Arani and the book club, and being like, guys, I am so sorry, but Mile's super dead.
Gary's very sad.
Yeah.
Gary cries.
Yeah.
And then you tell Gary about the sandwich.
Yeah.
I always thought that maybe he hated me, but I'm truly touched. What a wonderful, wonderful man.
Gary, nobody hates you, man. And if they do, they've got a problem.
You know how it goes when you have social anxiety and you think, it's hard.
But I want to be a voice in your head that you can think of when those little, Gary voices aren't being so nice to you.
Thank you.
Just remember,
Don't make this about
I'm
Gary.
your friend.
You are my friend, Sigil. You are a wonderful friend.
Thanks.
And I had hoped to maybe one day call Miles a friend, but I suppose he considered me a friend if he willed me a sandwich. And then you can tell them about the fine print that he has to get the sandwich himself.
I'm not going to tell him
The best act of friendship.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know about that.
I was in debt. I couldn't afford a sandwich.
Yeah,
guy.
that's fair.
Give Chadley all your money.
Oh, what would Chadley have planned for this, I wonder? Do you have any thoughts on that, Hilrana?
I think Chadley's just been locked in his little tree nook crying.
No.
And that's pretty much it. Under a blanket.
Oh.
And occasionally Hilrana will bring him some tea and food and leave it outside of the entrance. But that's mostly what Hilrana's been doing, is trying to comfort Chadley.
Okay, yeah.
Because he
needs it.
He's very sad.
Yeah. All right. Well, we already described what we wanted in the procession, but let's just, because it's D&D, make some rolls to see how things go.
Okay.
Both Sigil and Faris got people to be like the part of the procession that were wailing and mourning and sexily dancing. Is anyone else in the group going to participate in that part of the procession, the sexy wailing, dancing, nude times?
I thought he said everybody had to be naked.
Oh,
It's like a
everybody
flash
has.
mob
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
We're all naked, I guess.
I'll make it.
Sure.
Just as Mile's intended. Yeah, you're all naked. It's kind of awkward, but you know what?
It's only
fine.
awkward
It's
for
just
like the first 5
bodies.
minutes, and then it's like,
Whatever.
everybody else is naked too.
People that are at the funeral that showed up, lots of people, but I'm going to list all of them because Miles was loved by many people. Obviously, Sona was there. Obviously. Valadin, Jeremy Maxwell, Greg's there. He's appreciative that you gave him back his master bedroom, even though he already took it back. Aneth and the entire book club was there. A bunch just random admirers. Some people that talk like they knew Miles more than you guys did, and maybe they did. Who knows? Zerx the Minotaur is there because he thought you were cool. And the Lord Stephen and Lord Stefan are there, as well as Lady Jalessa. Celeste is not there because she's like,
She can't hang out
super
with the
royalty.
commoners.
So yeah, she can't hang out with the commoners. You know how it is.
I understand.
But yeah, do you think anyone else would be there? I think I got everyone that loves Miles was nearby, yeah. The people from the Polished Pearl would have come if they were in the zone that you are. Thaladin is devastated.
Yeah.
He hasn't cried at all. He's just been stone-faced, but his chin wobbles whenever he looks up towards Miles on his big throne.
So creepy.
It's so creepy. And he's just flex through it, man. You gotta
Just keep flexing.
just keep flexing for Miles.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Keep flexing for me, Miles.
So let's go ahead and roll to see how well things go at this funeral. Please roll for the wailers and the nude performers.
Performance?
Yes.
Well, it was a natural 20, but
Oh, hell yeah.
plus 5, so 25.
Oh my God, people are selling their pain because many of them truly are in pain and sad.
Yeah.
But they're also doing it so erotically.
Just as Miles would have wanted.
Just as Miles would have wanted. Hilrana, can you make a... You can tell me what type of check you would want it to be for Hilrana's artistic skill for maybe dexterity for making the t-shirts and skywriting.
Yeah, maybe like dexterity plus proficiency.
Yeah.
It always makes me sad that they don't have anything that's like a craft skill.
Yeah.
Maybe performance.
Yeah, but that's... But
This charisma.
you don't have to be charismatic to be a good artist.
Yeah. As I would know.
For Dex, I got a 13.
Nice. Do you have enough of your sketch done to let us know what this memorial t-shirt airbrush thing looks like?
God.
Oh my god! Okay, can you just...
That's exactly what I imagined, but it's even better than I imagined.
I don't really want one in real life. Okay, we never have had merch before, but we're going to do the merch
Holy shit.
of that because that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my
I like
life.
that he's doing the bro pose.
Yeah.
Can you please describe that for our listeners as best you can?
It's Miles, and he's got airbrushed angel wings around him, and it says "Fallen but not forgotten, Miles Gloriosus."
It looks like something you could buy at Atlantic Beach.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
So good.
It's perfect. Perfect.
I need
would've
to put
loved
some random designs around it next.
So good. Let's say you were the animal procurer.
good.
You don't have to do animal handling. You because
I
you're
have
working
a
on getting
positive
performers.
modifier for
Oh,
animal
well, if you want to, you
handling.
could be like the person that's trying to get the logistics of Gary being at the front, Tigers being at the back.
Yeah.
Larry.
Arani will
Larry.
give you help. I'm sorry. Arani will give you help
Arani will help
because
me.
she's very good with animals.
Clearly. Well, we got a 15,
Perfect.
so
That's
I think
plenty.
nobody dies.
Nobody dies. Those
dies.
tigers don't maul anybody that you pass during the procession. You get Larry to move,
Amazing.
which
That's
is very
like-
important because he's at the front. So
He's
if he
just
doesn't go
leading the whole
anywhere,
thing.
yeah.
You get like a carrot with a stick.
Yeah. We put one, he has a little harness on that has a stick, and then there's so it's always in front of him.
Perfect.
It's just dangling in front of his face.
It goes wonderfully. I'm going to see how many people because you guys did very well. I'm going to roll with advantage to see how many random people from the streets join and mourn.
Yeah.
It goes across like the entire city too, so everybody's
Yeah.
really tired by the end of it.
It's
basically,
tired.
it basically takes you from your estate in the upper terrace all the way down into the lower terrace and then out to the gates.
Thaladin's checking to see if he's getting his steps in,
Yes.
because that's what Miles would have wanted.
Yeah, this is what he would have wanted. Ooh, very good. You have, by the time you get to the end of that procession, the route of it is like, you would say maybe like 500 people are following around, which is pretty good.
Mhm.
A lot of them had never seen or heard of Miles, but you truly got the word of Miles out to honor him.
Which is what he would have wanted.
It's what he would have wanted. That was his main problem, is that he just couldn't be everywhere all the time, so he couldn't bless everyone with his presence.
It's true.
It's such a burden.
Tried.
Okay. And with an amazing procession, you say goodbye to Miles. Is there anything you would like to say to him before he is, the body is prepared to be taken to Alefi? Or do you feel good about your send-off of Miles?
I think Faris would let him know that she's working on getting his penis back and that she loves him. And I'm going to cry again, and she misses him. And she is so glad she had a chance to know him.
I'm going to tell him that nobody could ever fill his shoes, not even his clone. And that he was one of a kind.
Except for the clones.
Even given the clones, he was still the only Miles.
She's just gonna start talking about how this is why she doesn't believe in organized religion.
It's a soapbox.
Because it's not right that he's not here, and this is not okay. And somebody has to escort her off of.
You're like, as the poor one priest of Sirith is like trying to help prepare the body, you're like, it's not organized religion, it's a scam.
Amazing.
You killed him.
Yeah, she's standing at the priest. She's like, "This is your fault. You're a fraud.
I'm so sorry.
Everything you stand for is a lie."
Make a persuasion check.
Oh no.
Break his
Oh
fate.
no. An 8.
Yeah, no, he feels bad for you, but his fate is not shaken.
Good. Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him.
Are we going to Alefi? Like, what's the next
Yeah,
step?
is there anything else you guys would like to do before we go to Alefi?
Well, I guess I got to go get that penis.
Yeah, because we want to. Well, no, but I said we should bury him with it, but then he meant for you to have it.
Well, Faris was going to get it and then just say, thank you for this, and then bury it with him. Because it was his
Okay.
favorite thing he ever owned.
Yeah.
He did want it back.
He really did want it back. So she was going to get it and then to make sure that whatever Alefian custom there was, if he was cremated or buried or entombed, that it was with him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you go back to Alphonse's place, and you are which penis do you choose?
Are they left and right or top and bottom?
They're left and right.
I thought you were top and bottom. Whoa, left and right seems a lot more inconvenient.
It depends on the spacing. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
talk about my
It's
weird thoughts. Milace is. Can I imagine Milace is a righty or a lefty?
Make an insight check.
Is it a
check.
magical item? Could I identify the penis?
Yeah, if you wanted to go.
Okay. If you'll allow me to come with you,
Yes,
I
'cause-
can use the spell identify
Yes.
to I figure out which one belonged to
Please
Milace.
do, because to her.
We don't want to bury him with the wrong penis.
Exactly.
Also, it's just rude for Dominus. I guess we don't care about him, but
Well, that's the thing is you're going to go in and see Dominus Sigil in this dark room. You also see Alphonse who like just motions for Faris to go down there on her own because he does not want
He's done with this.
to deal with
shenanigans.
this.
Well, plus I kind of wanted to figure out a way. I feel like we need to get Dominus back to Alefi. If there's some sort of like Horcrux we could put in it or something.
Well, you are literally in the room with Dominus right now. So
all right. We're going to figure out which of those is yours and which belongs to Milace. Because we want him to be buried with, or whatever the custom is. We want him to go to the afterlife with his dog.
The full set. I understand.
Yes.
How are you going to do that?
Well, Sigil is very smart and knows things.
Hey, Dominus.
Hi, Sigil. It's
Good-
nice to meet you.
Yeah, well, we met before, but
Have we? I don't remember.
yeah, you were kind of trying to kill all of us, but I guess that's water. And is it water under the bridge? I don't
You
know.
must have gotten in the way of my holy order.
Wow, man.
See, it's hard. I mean, not
Is
that,
it?
but, well, you know.
It's not hard right now.
Oh, dear.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast a spell. Yeah. So I'm gonna ritual cast identify.
sweet. You take 10 minutes
yeah.
with you're gonna have to do one penis at a time. So do you choose right or left? It's not that it really matters.
Right. I mean, if I don't have to do both of them because it'll tell me, well, this is Dominus's penis or this is Milace's
I
penis.
just wanna
And then
know
the
which
other one's
if-
obviously.
what if it's a third?
What if there's a You should have said that because now that's what could make it be.
All right, so I will do
Damn it, I'll have as
both
many
of
as
them,
you
I
want.
guess, unless the first one says it's Milace's.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with
gonna make
the
a
left penis.
Left penis.
Yeah.
Okay, you identify it, and this is Dominus' magical penis.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do the other one now, just in case. I cast identify on the right hand penis.
This is a magical penis that belongs to Hermanus Canutus.
Who the hell's Hermanus Canutus?
Huh? Well, that's a puzzle. I have no idea. I thought this was Mila's penis. That's why I was so into it. Not sexually, just,
It belongs
to you. It's a symbol of power and, virility,
Virility,
and, all that stuff.
So, it's not either one of these?
Look, I don't know what to tell you. That's what Identify said. Neither of these penises belonged to Miles Gloriosus.
I can help you find it.
Anytime. We might need to go back to that thing in his room with the cat.
Back to the string.
God damn it.
Well, at least he's got the board up. Well, what do we do with him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Honey, do you want to go back to Leffy?
I actually need to go back for the funeral rites.
Well, we can't just let you walk out of here. You tried to kill damn near all of us.
Oh, well, now that Miles is unalived, I don't think I would pose an issue for y'all. I mean, I would have only attacked you if you'd gotten in the way of me killing my twin.
Bro, I don't think that that's the problem. We're not worried about you trying to kill us. You're going to get arrested.
Right.
Murder's illegal. I don't know if Faris covered that with you already.
I tried.
We could try and disguise him, I guess, if we're going to take him with us.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But
Alphonse shows up.
If you want to make a bargain with me, I can help you be disguised.
His house.
Hey, thanks.
What kind of bargain?
You know, a standard contract of sorts.
I don't know. I feel like we got it. Thanks, brother. Hi. I shouldn't have called you that. I think we got it. I think we're good.
Now, let's not be hasty, Sigil. What kind of deal?
I would, of course, help disguise Dominus just for, a little bit of his energy, would you say? Just a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit that I can siphon away. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Honey, are you interested?
Just as much as it would need for me to expend the energy to make you disguised.
I don't know. Who are you?
I'm Alphonse. Don't you remember me stripping you naked?
Oh, I remember the stripping. And you locking me down here, but who?
I only locked you down here to protect my dearest Faris.
Faris. Hey. Nice to meet you too, sweetie.
Yeah, I could just make him invisible, so it's not.
How long does that last? Are you going to be doing that for days on end? Seems very impractical to me.
I don't know, my goddess told me not to make deals with strangers.
You shouldn't make a deal with this guy. Whatever, bye.
You're not a stranger now.
You're right, I'm not. We know each other now.
Yeah, I've stayed in your house.
You've been my house guest.
So I guess it would be fine. Can I have a beard? I've never been able to grow one.
You can absolutely have a beard. Do you want to do... Well, we got to do a beard. We need to change a lot about you. It's pretty distinctive. What would you want to look like?
Oh, gosh, I've only ever wanted to look like the most glorious person in the world.
Well, then you'd look like me.
That's funny and wrong. Sorry. I don't know, guys. What should I look like? I can't imagine myself as anything other than myself, except with a beard, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if the beard's going to cut it.
Let's see. Maybe opposites. Maybe you could have long blonde hair and be thin and green eyes.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That's Luke.
Who's Luke?
That might not go well with Hilrana.
That would be so funny.
Oh, Alphonse.
I'll make you look exactly like this really handsome guy that she just described.
Oh.
I think that'll be great. Yeah, really good.
Oh, no.
What do you say?
I don't want any part of this.
All right, that sounds good enough for me.
Oh, okay. I don't know this guy.
So you see before...
He sounds great.
It's your fault, Holly.
That's perfect, though. I love it. Out of character, I love it. In character, I'm like, what's your problem?
You feel some searing pain as he places his hand on you, and he's siphoning some energy.
Is he still going to have that voice, though?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love it.
And
Like Alucard.
looks good. He looks like Luke. Perfect replica.
Awesome. That hurt a lot. How do I look?
You look really, really good,
Thank you.
but it's weird.
My bones feel tall.
You look like Hilrana's gonna kick my ass. Oh no.
Oh, that sounds bad. Who's Hilrana?
Oh, you'll find out in a minute.
Okay. Let's go find a penis.
Let's go find a penis.
Can I have all my stuff?
Sure, whatever.
It doesn't quite fit.
Yeah, it doesn't fit very well. Although magical, if you have any kind of magical armor, then it would morph to your body, but I don't think it does. You do.
I picked up adamantine breastplate.
Okay, then it would.
And an arm blade. I forgot about that.
Ooh, like
I
an
saw that.
assassin.
Yeah, it's like a thing that literally retracts back into my arm. It's like physically attached. That's what I read.
Like Wolverine.
That's amazing.
It's insane. So he had the longsword the whole time. He just never used it because he's like, well, I'm in jail.
Yeah.
Well, before Alphonse lowers the gate or whatever to let him out, can we insight check him?
Sure, why not?
Before he's released.
The first time Faris has decided.
Whoa. 21.
21.
Oh, good. 8.
How you doing, bud? I don't think you're being deceptive, right?
No.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think that this is what it is.
It's being sincere.
I give Alphonse a look as we're leaving. Like, I didn't agree to this and I don't owe you shit.
He just winks.
So Alphonse.
I narrow my eyes.
He narrows his more. And then he winks again. Then he slams the door in your face.
Yeah, that's about right.
Faris, you could do better. I'm just going to say it. Patron-wise and whatever it is wise. You got situationship, whatever it is.
Oh, you're very sweet.
You could do better.
He's not so bad sometimes.
Yeah, he is. You know it. You know it.
Let's not talk about it where he can hear us.
Okay.
While they are gone, Hilrana, somebody comes to the manor.
Is it Luke? Did he go to the funeral?
Luke isn't in town, and he wouldn't have probably gotten there in time. Did you tell him to come?
I just assumed.
No,
Someone would have told him.
Yeah. But Bart will come and knock on your door, or wherever you are. Mistress Hilrana, there's someone to see you here. And he presents to you this very bright, hot devil lady is how I wrote it down, in a well-tailored Barbie pink pantsuit. Are you Hilrana? I'm Ms. Almuldris. I was Milace's lawyer, and I was wondering if I could speak to you or any of your friends.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. I'm in a bit of a pickle because Milace was the star witness of my case, and I'm not quite sure what to do now. However, I heard through the grapevine that Milace had an identical twin.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Do you not think it would be possible that maybe instead of it being Milace at that terrible hypershred thing, it could have been his twin? Just hypothetically.
I don't know. Milace was gone for a while, but I suppose it's possible.
Well, if you have a way of getting in touch with him, I know he's a murderer, so I mean,
With
of course,
Milace?
protect yourself. No, Milace's twin.
We could cast Speak with the Dead on Milace, and he could still attend the trial, perhaps.
People, wow. Now, the problem with that is that would be a 5-question.
How good of a lawyer are you?
You know what? If anyone can do it, I can. This is a better solution because honestly, I didn't really want to lie during the case. I'm very about the rules, but I gotta nail that bastard.
I don't know if it's the pantsuit talking, but I believe in you.
Thank you. I believe in myself too. I will be back if you and your friends are willing to lend Milace's body for this before he leaves for his religious, whatever it is. Who cares? If he can be a witness, you would we win the case. Whoever is his beneficiary of his estate would then get the settlement.
Oh, I think it was Chadley. And he's crying right now, but...
That's the squirrel.
Yes.
Perfect.
They were very close.
Yeah. Think about it, but you don't have a whole lot of time. But please, because Paladin Frostmane is our other witness, and I just feel like it would be better if Miles.
I know Miles was very excited about the trial from what I've heard about it, which is very little, but he mostly was ranting a lot. He really wanted justice.
I'll have to think of those 5 questions.
That's basically all I know, is he was just muttering justice to himself and something about shred your limits.
Yeah.
All right, well, we will get justice for Miles. This is exactly right. We're getting justice for Miles.
Justice for
Even
Miles.
in death, he deserves justice.
Hashtag justice for Miles.
Hashtag justice for Miles. And your Scrycast now has that tagline. Okay, so she gives you her card just to make sure that she can get like all the legal arrangements for using Miles' body to cast Speak with the Dead to ask him questions during a hypershred court case.
I'm going to get Chadley on board as a way to distract Chadley from his sadness and be like, this is like something he can do. He can help hashtag justice for Miles. He's like on the whatever version of the interwebs we have.
He's literally a street team. He goes out and he just like throws
He's getting
things
all the crabs and the crows together to find out what they know.
I feel like maybe they are the internet.
Yeah.
Like it's just the messages that they send back and forth is the equivalent
interwebs
of the
is
internet.
literal spider webs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We will pick up next time on the quest for Miles' penis, as well as the hypershred court case, apparently. Not where I thought this was going at all, but I love it. I love it.